You see, I had to get serious on y'all. Got the mask on, got the glasses under. The Eagles are back in the NFC Championship, and we are ready to go. The energy in the city is electric right now. It is buzzing and it's brewing. And it's been not a long time, but it's been a couple of years since we felt this. The mask is on. It's time to put the game faces on. The Super Bowl is within our reach. And we're not going to let anybody stand in the way. No rookie, no Brock Purdy, no CMC, no Debo, no Bosa. Nobody's getting in our way. It's going to be all or nothing. And this we've been waiting for. We got Hurts and Purdy for the rematch from the Cops game. That was a great game, by the way. I just saw some of the highlights. So let's go, Eagles Nation, man. It's time to rise up. It's time to show everybody that it's a Philly thing. We either betting the birds or we ain't betting at all. Let's go. Oh man, we're back for another episode of the Money Pop Podcast. Had to give you a little eulogy in the opening there, to get you guys going, get that blood flowing, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Got to put that on the backdrop. You know what I mean? But we are back. I am your host. I am the CEO. I am him. I am Moss Money. And what we're going to be doing is talking about Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy and how that matchup is going to work against the respective defenses. And then what's that mean from a betting perspective? That's what we're looking at. We're always talking about bets. We're all talking about how we can make some money on some of these games. I believe what I said. If it's either the Eagles or no bet, right? I'm not betting against the birds. I'm not trying to figure some secret sauce out. It's either the Eagles or no bet. So we're going to take a look at here and look at some stats, look at some numbers, and see if we can get a sense of what this game flow is going to look like. And we're going to start how I always start all my kind of look at is we're going to look at the quarterbacks. So let's look at the opposition, the enemy, the villain. Let's look at Brock Purdy. Right now, he is 5-0. Well, he was 5-0 in the regular season. That Miami game where he came into that game even though he won, but he's 5-0 as a starter in the regular season. Obviously, he's won 2 playoff games at home. Okay stats. Nothing crazy. I'll bring it up, his regular season numbers right here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Brock Purdy stats. There we go. All right, so that's a little small. Let me blow that up a little bit. Should be better. All right, yeah, that's good. So I'll come down here. All right. So when you care, 5-0, and these are his numbers. Like I said, that Miami game, which was before this Tampa game, the Miami game, he got in Garoppolo. That's the Garoppolo when got hurt. But look, nothing special here. Efficient, right? And this is the big thing, right? He had 11 touchdowns in 5 games, so he started off hot, right? Started off real high, 11-2. That's a great number there. His completion percentage, not bad. 68.5 is actually pretty good. These are numbers you want to be careful of right here, but around a decent number here, but nothing big on yardage. CMC was running well in those games, but his rate was through the roof. 119 on his QBR rate, which is excellent especially for a starter. Nobody really scary here. He's playing. This was a big game. I think it went to overtime, but no crazy defenses. When I'm not seeing anything kind of like, oh my God, like he put up big numbers against X, Y, and Z. Okay teams. This is a big win, right? At Seattle, playing at the 12 is always a big win. I mean, always a tough out. But I don't think that anything on here scares me, right? Nothing scares me here. And then he had the 2 playoff games where obviously you win or you go home. So against Seattle again at home, they were tied at half, and then you guys know what happened after that. And then the Dallas game. Dallas should have won this game. right? Dallas should have won this game, and this is what I saw in the tape in college. They got him off his spot. They got him the back pedal, and he was throwing off his back foot, and he was never comfortable. Now, in Ohio State, he had Bryce Hall. Right now in the league, he's got CMC. So you got stout running backs, but CMC's hurt right now. That's a huge, huge, huge thing for San Fran for them to work through that. If don't want to say if CMC is not 100%, which he's not, if we can keep him minimized and off the field, then we'll be in very good shape, and it'll force Brock to make plays, which he's shown that he can. But I'm not sure if he can do it at the link when the lights are brightest at this moment. So, excuse me. Gotta drink some of the yak. All right. So that's what I see from Purdy right now. Great cast around him, not taking anything away from him. He's won. He's the 5th rookie ever to make it to the conference championship. That's huge, right? He's facing history right now. I don't know how many rookies have made the Super Bowl, but I'm assuming, I know Roethlisberger, I think, made it as a rookie. Let me look that up. How many QBs? How many rookie QBs made it to the Super Bowl? Not won the Super Bowl. He's the 5th quarterback to make it to the conference championship, and he will be the first rookie quarterback to start at a Super Bowl. So, fighting history again. There's never been a rookie quarterback to ever start the Super Bowl. Where do you think I'm betting? But we're going to still talk about the numbers. We still going to talk about the numbers. All right. So there gives you a little bit of background. I don't want to kill you with all these numbers and stats and stuff like that, but just a little bit of numbers there with that. All right. So let's go to the man. Let's go to what they call him. And let's bring up Jalen Hurts. Let's bring up his numbers. 15-1 as a starter this year. Like, come on, y'all. All right, come on, man. How are we comparing these two? It's ridiculous. Look at this shit. Look at these numbers, man. Whew. Now his QB percentage is a little bit better, Purdy. Bigger sample, right? But I mean, Hurts having a year 14-1, 15-1 with that last playoff one as a starter this year. Lost one game as a starter in Washington. So the odds of him losing a game, really, really tough, right? really, really, really tough. Numbers are good for him. 3,700 yards, 22 touchdowns, and he has improved better than any quarterback I've ever seen. I thought I was the guy who said that I don't know if you can get better from your accuracy standpoint. Well, he proved me wrong. He's an outlier. I don't know how else to describe it, but he's the MVP of the league. He is the complete MVP of the league. There's no doubt about it. Patty Mahomes does what Patty Mahomes does, but we saw the drop-off of this team without Jalen Hurts at the helm, and I couldn't agree even more that he should be the MVP, even though it doesn't look like he's going to be the MVP, but still, MVP. And then in that game, kept his poise like he does. He made good plays in the college game, Oklahoma versus Ohio State. I watched that game. Made a couple bad decisions. He should have probably had maybe a pick or two more than he actually did. But they went up quick. He got down. He hit, CeeDee Lamb, gave him space to run. He's doing all the things that we've seen him do on this offense just at a super high level right now. And to come here, for Brock Purdy to come here averaging 230 yards throwing and think they're going to beat this team, yo, man, they got another thing coming, man. It's going to be really, really hard for this San Francisco team to come in here and win, especially Debo was out today. I think CMC was out today, practicing, trying to get those guys healed up as quickly as possible. They have ankle injuries, calf injuries, all this stuff to their key players. It's going to be really hard for this team to come in here and kind of hang with us. I really do think this is a Jalen Hurts game. I would not be surprised if you see one of Jalen Hurts' best games. Like look at the end here, 380. You know, this Giant game's 217. Nobody really played. We just need to win coming back off an injury, right? And then 318 against no, this wasn't the injury game. This was just a regular game. Then 315 against Chicago. And then look at this, 229 against, a pretty stout Giants team just getting the win. I don't even think no, they played the whole game. I mean, you just saw what they did last game. They can beat you in so many different ways. It's so ridiculous how good they are. Do y'all remember seeing Sirianni? How does Sirianni not get Coach of the Year? Like, how is he not even a finalist? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing right now? That's so just bad. Let me tag this joint up here. Like, that's so crazy. Shout out to Steichen. And then Graham. Graham didn't get on one either. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just foolishness out here. Like, they just love to hate us. Right? Like, that's how I feel. They just love to hate us. Like, I don't understand why. Like, we ain't do nothing. We just win, man. Like, what are we doing here? We just win, man. So, like I said, 15-1, 15-1 is Jalen Hurts right now as a starter. All right. So let's look at what we have in terms of bring up FanDuel real quick about what their props are per quarterback. Because that's what we're looking at. Because I think I'm a big thought that Hurts is going to have a great game this game. I'm going to stand by that. Purdy has to have a good game, and that's the thing. Like there's a lot of pressure on the Eagles, but they've been in this position before, especially some of these key players. There's a lot of core players from the Super Bowl team here. The leaders are from the Super Bowl team, so I don't think the pressure is going to get too much to us. They've been here before, and like I said, yo, it's starting to pick up with this energy, man. It really is. Like, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. 217 yards passing. Like, are we talking about this is going to be a defensive, like, just matchup that is just going to be crazy? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, I don't understand this line with this 217. Like, how do you expect to stay close with us and within 3 points, and he's only throwing 217 yards? Like, I'm just so confused on what this is telling me. And you know what it is telling me, and I'm going to tell you what it's telling me. It's telling me that the Eagles are going to bust their ass. This is what they're telling me. That's what it's telling me right now. The Eagles are going to bust their ass. 250, give me the over. Give me the over, bro. Like, I don't think this game is going to be that close. I really don't. I think we might win by double digits. So give me the over what hurts minus 247. Wouldn't be Purdy might get here. Might have like 225, 230. But so I'm telling you, man, 2017 vibes really kicking in. Really kicking in right now. Touchdown passes. Hmm. I like plus money. Do I think he's going to run in? So let's look back real quick. I'll do this live. The last games that he played, I think Dak, I want to say Dak had over 2 touchdowns. I mean, right? He ran. What did Dak have? Y'all know? You know what Dak had? Yeah, 1 and 2 picks. Do this real quick. I don't know why this drawing out working. That's weird. Can't do that. All right. What did Gino have? Gino had 2 touchdowns. And then let us look at Arizona was the last game. Blow had 1 touchdown. I mean, this defense is good. Let's not take anything away from this defense. Um, I know Stridham had 3 touchdowns. He had 365 yards throwing. Like Jesus. See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this game is like this Vegas game, but just not as close. Let me just see what Washington had real quick. Even Heineke had 2 touchdowns. So 3 out of the last 2 had 2 touchdowns, including the the playoffs. So 1, 2, yeah, 3 out of the last 2. So 3 out of the last 5. I'm sorry, had over 2 touchdowns, and that is Seattle, Las Vegas, and Washington, and those offenses are nothing like ours at all. So with that being said, let me take this off. I like passing over 1.5 touchdowns for Jalen Hurts even better. I think that's a really good bet. Like I said, I think he has a day. Let me see what his alternate passing yards are. Brock Purdy interceptions. Look at that, minus 162. You got to pay for that. Like he's plus 102. Like the money is telling me Eagles all day. That's what the money's telling me. All right, so let's go to rushing prompts real quick. See what Jalen has. Jalen's at 48.5. See, this I probably wouldn't touch. I probably wouldn't touch his rushing yards. I think they try to keep him contained a little bit. But interesting stat I heard earlier today, Nick Bosa, I was it out of 140 qualified defensive ends, he's like 135th against RPOs, which is crazy to even think about. That's pretty crazy and telling stat how bad he is against RPOs. Why won't this work? I don't understand why. Like I can't make a add a link to my John the post. Anyway, yeah, give me Jalen Hurts right here. Um, attempts. What's here? 10.5. I like the under here. It'll be close. It'll probably be like 9, maybe. See, I think he has a day though. I really do. I'm not sure if he gets here. What did he have last game? I mean, he was hurt. Yeah, Mitchell had 14. They're gonna have to keep him. They're gonna have to use him as a running back. He had 10 carries last game, and we know he's injury prone. I like the under there. I like the under 13.5. I don't think he gets there. So I guess right now, Purdy versus Hurts. The only bet I really like. What's TD bets? Real quick. Anytime touchdown for Hurts. Plus 125. Yeah, as of right now, I think this is the best bet of the day between the two quarterbacks. I thought there might be a little bit more. I didn't even get a chance to look at them too much, but I think I thought there'd be a little bit more. Let me see what is. Does he have alternate touchdown passes? I just want to see. This is easy. Yeah, they ain't doing any alternate touchdown passes. Just Hurts over 1.5 touchdowns. Yeah, and that's what we're looking at. We're looking at. Let me see if there's any specials for Hurts. Let's see. Hurts 25 yards rushing in each half plus 350. Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts for 550 passing yards and combined 5 touchdowns, 10-1. Purdy and Hurts to complete 25 touchdowns. 25 passes. Nope. Don't see anything up here. Hurts to have 1 passing touchdown in each half. I like this, though. This is not bad. 135. It's not a bad bet. Not a bad bet at all. I would take that. See, there's nothing in here that wants me to bet anything with Brock Purdy and Hurts. This is okay. Nah. Nope. Have 2 touchdown passes. You have 4 touchdowns. Yeah. Now we're getting, but this is what we're looking for. We're looking for gems. Can we find a gem? Can we find a gem with the quarterbacks? Yeah, I don't think so. So if you're looking at this and you guys are watching this is my best bet between Hurts and Purdy. Jalen Hurts over 1.5 touchdown plus 110. And I do lean heavily to this one, Jalen Hurts to have 1 touchdown, passing touchdown in each half at plus 135. But I would take it off. Let's just go with Hurts over 1.5 touchdown plus 110. That is the best bet between Brock Purdy versus Jalen Hurts. And guys, if you like what I'm doing, if you're watching and you get a good sense of how you like the flow of the show, we're talking bets. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All this stuff is so key and so great for us as we continue to grow. And we're growing well. We're doing so well, and it's because of y'all. So thank everybody for joining. Like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and go Birds. Go Birds.